Hello and welcome back to another NHL video where this time I'm talking about Toronto Maple Leafs in my series why all 16 teams could win the Stanley Cup or why they will win the Stanley Cup. And yeah, Toronto Maple Leafs is the second team I'm discussing. I discussed the President's Trophy winners Boston already, so if you wanted to check that one out, do that if you want. Toronto Maple Leafs, I've got here 5 reasons why I think they will win the Stanley Cup. I'd be eager to know your thoughts in the comments because I know Maple Leafs, they are divisive figure amongst the hockey group. And fans and many Leafs fans might be quite negative about their chances in this year's playoffs. And share this video if you want. For example, I would love to know Steve Dangle's point of view to this. But first, experience. They've acquired Luke Schenn and Ryan O'Reilly, both have Stanley Cup winning experience. And experience overall because, they have experienced collectively many setbacks and many first round losses. So I think this group is ready to go on a run and win Stanley Cup after so many tough years in playoffs. And they have been there in playoffs for a while, so I think this could be the time they would win the Stanley Cup. And Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander, Riley, for example, they have been there for a long time and experienced this. They have suffered. So that's number one. Number two, linked to number one, anger/hunger. For example, Giordano probably came to Toronto to win the Stanley Cup. Why else? And he I would think he's hungry to win the Stanley Cup. But also anger, why I've got that here, is because many Toronto Maple Leafs players, I would think they are quite angry about the results that have not gone their way in last 5 or 6 seasons in playoffs. So I think that could be important for their chance to go through, because I think it just has been in their heads that they can't get through and win the 7th game. This year I think it could be different. Number 3, Scotiabank Arena. By that I mean that they are third best in the NHL home record, at least. I believe fourth most wins, but third record wise. And obviously there are teams like Devils, maybe Hurricanes, probably, and Boston. If they will face Leafs, they will have the advantage at home. But I think it's important that Leafs have been very good at home this year. And that's number 3, because home advantage is important, especially they will probably face Tampa Bay Lightning, so they have home advantage over them, so that could be huge. And maybe 7th game, if it was to go there, home advantage could come into play for Toronto. Number 4, trade acquisitions. And O'Reilly, obviously he's injured right now, but I truly think that those trade acquisitions, Luke Schenn, Jake McCabe, others good solid players they have acquired, brought experience. I think those are good moves by Dubas, and I think that number 4 could be key that I've got here, trades, if they were to win the Stanley Cup, or why they will win the Stanley Cup. And number 5 that I've got here, and Leafs fans might speculate with this, but now or never, is this the last chance for this group? If this season ends up in another first round loss, probably against Tampa Bay, is this group or core group gone? So Matthews, he hasn't that much he hasn't got that much left in his current contract, and there are others as well. So will things change radically if this season doesn't bring the improvement in playoffs? And will Keefe go as a coach and Dubas as a general manager if season ends up with another first round disappointment? Probably yes, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. I also would like to mention that what I've not got here is power play percentage, because it hasn't been great in last 5 games or last 10 games even, and or at least not as good as their season overall. They are second in the power play percentage, and also they are quite good in face-offs. That's another thing. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Why Toronto will win the Stanley Cup in 2023? What are your opinions? And will they win the Stanley Cup in 2023? Let me know, and hit the like and subscribe for more NHL content, and have a nice day.